So Alvin today is our chief Pokemon correspondent in South Korea.
Pokey expert.
Yeah.
Alvin. Alrighty, look at him.
Yes, hello, good evening from Korea.
So yeah, Alvin, what was
Hello.
this Pokemon bread like until it became the #1 trending topic in South Korea?
Yeah, so actually during this March, it's becoming a phenomenon. So actually it's also on the behalf of the 25th anniversary of the Pokemon itself. That also becoming a phenomenon during its release in South Korea back in the late 90s at that time. So the brand actually coming up first at 1998, and then it lasting for 2 years until the year of 2000. So it's acquired being a trend during the changing of the millennium back then. However, in this March, the producer of the bread, actually they're always releasing a new bread for every month. And actually there is a demand from the Pokemon lovers in South Korea to re-release this kind of bread. But actually it's not the bread themselves that it's becoming a well craze here, everybody looking for it, but actually there is something more than the bread in every package. So there is a Pokemon sticker card that somehow it is more valuable than the bread itself. So people just collecting all of the 151 characters from a Pokemon, and they are later try to find the rarest card, and then they are trading the card with other Pokemon lovers here.
Alvin, why do you think these people are buying these Pokemon buns? Is it part of some nostalgia for those? I mean, please explain what is the age range of the buyers for this?
Yeah, I would like to say, based on my observation, and I just also read this kind of news and then the blog, and somehow it is mostly about the nostalgic things, because most of the Pokemon lovers is during their age of the late 20s and also early 30s, especially those who were born in the late 80s and during the 90s. However, there's also the new generation of the Pokemon lovers, since the anime and the cartoon serial also now re-released again in quite many streaming services. So the current generation also learned about the Pokemon, and also several years ago, maybe 1 year or 2 years ago, there's also another motion pictures that based on the Pokemon, and actually it is the with the real person as an actor. So it's just like it's bring at least 3 generations that currently really looking for this Pokemon brand.
Right, that's all very amazing. So, Alvin, tell us, first of all, what does it taste like? And is this Pokemon bread part of a promotion from a bakery?
So actually, sadly, and I'm sorry to disappoint in you, so I already tried to looking for this bread for around 7 to 8 stores. Around just like 3 days ago, I also went to Busan and also tried to look at quite many convenience store from different franchises, and I even cannot find it.
Wow,
also. Even
sold out.
In the place I located now, I also went to around 4 to 5 CVS or convenience store, and I didn't find any. So I think I'm not the only one. Maybe if you find in the internet, it is also the cases for most of the these bread seekers. So maybe I'm sorry for disappointing you. So I don't know the bread, but maybe the bread is quite usual. So the flavor is just like chocolate, strawberry, and also the red bean, and the plain one, the peanut, and so on.
Okay.
Well, Alvin, you gotta tell us, what's the enthusiasm like? Because I can remember back in 2016 when Pokemon Go just came out, everyone went bananas. They blocked traffic, just cross intersections. Is it the case with this one?
The case is maybe quite different, since for the Pokemon Go, the craziness, it's about how do you anticipate the new stuff. And for the Pokemon Go in Korea, it's also becoming a thing, because since it is the augmented reality things and it is a really geospatial location, there's a issue in South Korea, since here in Korea we cannot use the common map application. So, the G1, the Google Maps, we cannot use the Google Maps here in South Korea due to the security reason and so on. So for the people who want to play Pokemon Go here in South Korea, they even need to go to one place called Sokcho. It is really near from the border with the North Korea, and so there is the signal and the access for the Google Maps there. So it's called Sokcho in the Northern Korea, near of the North Korea. It's called the Holy Grail of the Pokemon Go. So still, people who
That
really
is
crazy
so
about
strange.
Pokemon Go.
I mean,
Very interesting.
for South Koreans to actually go near the border with North Korea to
Find Pokemon.
and where Google Map works. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Kind of funny.
All right, now Alvin, tell us, so how much does it actually cost? And are there people collecting it and selling it for more expensive?
Actually, the price of the bread is only Chon Obek won, or 1,500 won, or around $1, or 20,000 rupiah. So it's not a really expensive based on the bread itself. However, if you already open the bread, and whether you eat the bread or not, actually the most precious stuff is the Pokemon card. And if you can get the rare Pokemon card, the price can be 10 times higher. So it can be around 15,000 won, or around 200,000 rupiah, or even more for some of the most rare cards.
Yeah, Alvin.
So the bread is cheap, of course. Yeah.
Alvin, Korea, South Korea is known for a lot of for its creative industry, for K-pop, K-drama, and K everything. What about K animation, and how influential are Pokemon movies in games in Korea? And because we are curious that such a big pop culture powerhouse like Korea right now is still getting a huge influence from Japan.
It is a personal observation, so I'm not a cultural expert or so on. However, before the Hallyu, when the Korea cultural stuff is getting big as now, Korea also the consumer of the J-pop back then, with the manga and the anime and so on. Before the Korea also have their own cultural wave right now. So especially Pokemon is coming before the Hallyu wave is coming. So it's coming from the 98 to 2000. So it is actually before the Korea have everything in the entertainment sector. So I would say the Pokemon also, they have the massive fans from the previous generation. I mean, just like my generation, which is born in the late 80s or in the 90s. However, for the current generation, Korea also have so many characters, including the animation. If you know about the Pororo or maybe Tayo that are also on airing in Indonesia, it is made in Korea. So currently, they can just like standing side by side from the characters from abroad, from Japan and so on. However, maybe it's just like the matter of the generational issues. So maybe in the previous generation, they don't have the Korean characters, so they import it from others. But now Korea have their own distinct characters, and they're really globalized.
See, good on you, Alvin. So it means that it's not strange, it's not weird for someone your age, for a man your age to go into different bakeries looking for Pokemon bread. Yeah, it's quite a normal thing. Good on you, mate.
All right. Well, thank you, Alvin, for giving us the info on that bread. Well, we're hoping for that bread to come here in Indonesia. So, and we hope you get your own bread very soon.